So we've done breathing, we've done psoas activation points, and now we're going to turn him over and check his glutes. And so Julie, you want to flip over on your stomach? Nice breath. Good. You put your arms off the side, relax. You want the athlete to be comfortable on the table when you're checking this, but a lot of times, because of practice and everything, we will just treat the glutes because we know the psoas was tight as well. So we're going to check it by bending his knee. He's going to relax his foot, relax your upper body. I'm going to pick up his leg, and I'm going to tell him, I'm going to put my hand and stabilize his back, and then I'm going to push down, relax your head. 1, 2, 3, and hold. Okay, so that was his glute strength. I would give him about a 1.5 out of a 5 right there, okay? You just relax your foot. You can wiggle your toes if you want. 1, 2, 3, and hold. That was about a 2.5, okay? So the two things that we want to notice is how much, hold it there, how much he can bring his leg off the table and hold it securely, because that will change as well when we do the techniques. Now, Julian, flip on your back again, please. So I'm gonna get comfortable. A lot of times I'll have a bucket that I'm sitting on, and so the back of the neck, there's a ridge, and right underneath that ridge is where we're gonna do the activation point. It's kind of along the whole ridge and a little bit above, but you really want to focus underneath that. And this activation point is related to his right glute. So we're going to do that first, and we're going to do it for about 5 seconds. Good breathing. And you see Julian's breathing to help him deal with, because this is not a very comfortable thing to go through. Breathe. Good job. Okay. Let him recover. And then I'm going to go to the other side, the same spot. Is this one more tender to you? Yeah. Okay. And this one feels a little fuller, a little more boggy. The tissue actually tells you that there's some weakness going on with his glute. And Julian's wondering why I'm not counting, but this side's going to need more work. Okay, good. Good breath. Now, the second spot for the glute is behind the jaw. So there's the jaw angle and along the top of the jaw, and we're going to go along this ridge over here. And this is probably one of the more painful areas. And so we're going to count. I'm going to give him some. He's going to breathe and try to help himself, and I'm going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then we're going to go on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, Julian. Good job. Yeah, good work. Okay, awesome. Great work. That was your right glute that was weaker on that side too. So now we're going to reassess. So Julian, why don't you turn over? And if you notice, there was a very athletic turn on the table. He moved. You saw the movement when he turned actually originated from his core. So this is all a favorable response that you can notice through the technique. So relax, Julian. Let me lift it up. Hold up here. So now look how high he can hold his leg this time. There's a lot different. And now I'm going to 1, 2, 3, hold, hold, hold. Yeah, and I'm not budging him, okay? And then I'm going to, same thing over here. Good job, Julian. Okay, relax your upper body. 1, 2, 3, hold, hold. Yeah, that's really darn good. So this one actually turned out to be, they're equal right now. So he's a 5 out of 5. So Julian, I want you to turn over again. And what we have to ask the athletes to do as well is we want them always to move athletically. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Julian move, because I need him to know how he feels. How he feels is really important to his playing football to the extent he wants to play it. And so he's gonna get off the table, but you're gonna see that he's gonna initiate a belly breath before, he lifts off the table. So he's gonna breathe and roll up. Next one. Breathe and tuck your chin and roll up. Good. Okay, and then he's gonna, and then you can sit up now. We're gonna do that later on. So flip your legs off the side. Okay, and he'll be dizzy. He's gonna feel different. So you wanna let him recover. You don't want him to get off the table because, especially when it's warm and maybe they're not as hydrated, athletes aren't as hydrated, they can feel a little bit dizzy when they're done because he did a lot of breathing. So that's basically breathing in zone 1. The next thing I'm gonna have Julian do, you can get off the table, Julian, if you wanna walk, okay? Keep your head up.